She's called Crazy Mel. Apparently, she's had a few run-ins with aliens.
Great, let's go see her. Just how crazy is she?
You can decide when we get there.
Womp, womp, where's the chicken gone? Ooh, hello.
You okay?
Yep, why? Oh, the rambling keeps the crazies away.
And the hat?
Oh, you noticed? Well, that keeps them little green bogeys from reading my brainwaves.
Anyway, I've been told you can help us find our friend. She was, abducted.
Oh, I can definitely help. Help me first?
What do you need?
Some ghouls have taken over my place. Clear them out and I'll tell you where to find your friend.
Deal.
Where the hell is that whistling coming from?
Haha, oh, that's me. I've been abducted a lot, and they just love their probes.
Hello and welcome back to another game of Fallout Wasteland Warfare. We've got survivors versus ghouls. Survivors going to start on the left hand side of the map. Ghouls are going to start on the right. It's going to run for 5 rounds and the survivors just have to try and wipe out the ghouls in that time. So let's get started with round 1 then. So survivors going to kick off round 1. Sarah's going to take a couple of long distance shots into that ghoul beside the barrier, see if she can do any damage. First shot, that is a crit for 3 damage and an armor break. That 3 damage goes straight through. Second shot, that's 4 damage. Yeah, so that ghoul's out of there. Our second of our 4 ghouls are just going to take 2 moves up the board because there's not much else they can do. Nash is going to roll for VATs. He's got a single VAT shot for this round, so he's going to take a shot into that ghoul. That's also a crit with an armor break, so the ghoul takes 2 damage. Second shot is a miss, and his final shot, that's also a miss. Ghoul number 3 is also going to take a couple of moves up the board. Hope's up next for the survivors. They've got 1 VATs for this round as well. So they're going to take a move and a charge into that ghoul in front of them. Third action is going to be an attack. So that's a hit, 2 damage. Doesn't block any of it, so that ghoul's also down for the count. And then with a quick action, they're going to charge into the second ghoul. Our fireman ghoul's up next. He's going to also take 2 moves up the board. Actually a move and a charge. Miranda, because she doesn't want to harm her friend, is just going to take a couple of moves forward. And then we've got the final 2 ghouls hidden in the house. They're just going to join their friends, moving up the board to try and get a bit closer. So because they're now 4 apiece, for round 2, Control's going to swap over to the ghouls. Let's see what our event card is first. That's Dangerous Rubble. Let's see what danger card we get. We've got a creature, so we're going to have to draw a creature card. That's Might Storm. So that's going to be our survivors are going to be rolling for that. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to just roll it on the armor die. That's a 4. We're going to test and see if Hope passes endurance. Hope doesn't pass her endurance, so she's stunned. So anyway, let's start off with the ghouls. That ghoul's there is going to take a couple of attacks into Hope. That first one's a miss. The second one is a crit with an additional 2 damage. Hope manages to block 2, one with her strong armour, and takes 2 damage. Hope's going to go next, 1 VATS. Going to clear the stun with the first. Going to do 2 attacks into that ghoul that's just attacked her. That is a crit with an armor break. They take 2 damage. Second attack. That's also a crit. 3 damage. Doesn't block any of it. That goes down. The fireman's going to take 2 attacks into Hope. First one's a miss. Second one is a hit for 3 damage. Hope manages to block 2, takes 1. Nash has got, I'm going to say 1 VATS, I'm never sure with that dice. So they're going to move just to get into range. And they're going to take an attack long distance into that ghoul. Just there. That's another crit. Doesn't block any of it, takes 2 damage. His final attack. That's also a hit with an armor break, so that ghoul is down. Our armoured ghoul is going to charge into Hope and take a hit. That is 3 damage. Hope doesn't block any of it, so Hope's down to 1 health. Miranda's going to charge in to try and back up Hope. They're going to try a hit, and that's a miss. And then to finish off this round, Sarah's going to take 2 shots into the fireman. That is a hit. Doesn't block it, takes 2 damage. Second shot's a miss. Because of her sniper perk, she'll always hit what she's trying to hit. So we're going to stick with the ghouls for round 3 in control because they're outnumbered now. Our event card is fresh, so any blank yellow dice are going to be classed as a -1. So the fireman's going to carry on wailing on Hope. That's a hit. Doesn't block any of it, so much damage, so unfortunately Hope's down for the count. Because he's in base-to-base contact with the other ghoul, I'm going to say he's able to slide round to get in contact with Miranda, do an attack on her. That's a crit for 3 damage. Manages to block the 2, takes 1. So Miranda's going to attack the fireman, I think, that just attacked her. That's a hit with an armor break, takes 2 damage. And second one's a miss. The armoured ghoul's going to attack Miranda. They're going to get some bonus die because they outnumber her again. That's a hit for 5 damage. Doesn't block any of it. And she's down. Second move. I'm going to say he's going to slide round there. And he's going to take a move up the board. I'm just going to check. I'm just going to say he's in range because why not? So he's actually going to charge into Nash. Nash is up next. He gets single VATS for this round. So he's going to take some close distance shots. He's going to be at -2 because he's got no melee weapon. That's a hit. And the ghoul blocks the damage. Second shot's a miss. And the third shot's also a miss, which is unfortunate because that would have been 4 damage. Sarah's going to take 2 shots into the ghoul in front of her. And they're both misses. So round 4, control passes back over the survivors again. Our event card is Raider Radio. Hey, Giles wasn't in this one, he would have got some extra moves there. So we're going to kick off with Nash. He gets 1 VATS for this round. He's just going to carry on into the armoured ghoul. First one's a miss. Second shot is a hit. That's 3 damage. Box 1 takes 2. And the third shot's a miss. The armoured ghoul's going to return the favour. That's a hit. And he blocks the damage. Second shot's also a hit with an armour break. Doesn't block any of it, takes the 2 damage. Sarah's going to carry on shooting into that ghoul. That's a miss with quick action. That is also a miss. So she's actually just going to use a quick action to take a single move up the board. And the fireman's going to take that opportunity to charge into her. He's going to do an attack. He's going to get an extra dice for his charge. And that is a hit for 3 damage. Takes all the damage. So control's going to stay with the ghouls for round 5. Our event card is Slippery. Pity that didn't actually happen last round because that would have been a lot better for us. So the fireman's going to do an attack on Sarah. She is down for the count. And then he's going to charge into Nash. Nash gets 2 VATS for this round. So his first attack, he's got quick action, that's a hit. Fireman's only on 1 health. Manages to block the 1, takes the 1 damage, so he's down. So his remaining hits are going to go into the armoured ghoul. First one's a miss. The second one's also a miss. His third one is a hit for 3 damage, takes 1. I'm going to use his quick action to do another attack. That is a hit for 3 damage, blocks 1, takes 2, not enough, so the armoured ghoul's down. So Nash can head on to the cabin.
Well, that's the ghouls taken care of. She didn't mention anything about a hatch, though. Wonder what's down there. Great, a glowing one.
So a little addition to the end of the battle report, we're going to have Nash versus a glowing one. So he gets his Lone Wanderer perk, so he gets a little bit more armour, a little bit more health, so he should hopefully be up for the task of taking on this glowing one. So let's get started. There's going to be no rounds or anything, it's just going to be a straight slogfest. So Nash is going to kick off. No VATS for this round. He's going to take a single move. And he is within range and line of sight for the ghoul, so he's going to take a shot. That's a crit with an armor break. The ghoul blocks one and takes one. The ghoul's going to move twice up the board. Nash is going to get 1 VATS. So the first does 3 damage, blocks 2. Second, that's 4 damage, blocks 2. His third shot, that does 2 damage, blocks 1. Fourth is a crit, he does 4 damage, blocks 1. So the ghoul's going to take a move and a charge. Nash is going to roll for his VATS again, he gets 1 VATS. First shot is a miss. Second shot does 3 damage. Ghoul takes all the damage, so the ghoul's down. It's a short and sweet little addition there.
Ooh, home sweet home. Thank you so much.
So, the glowing one underground didn't think to mention him?
Oh, I totally forgot about Bob.
Bob?
Yeah, that was Bob. I kind of locked him down there. Got a bit, bitey?
Sigh, right. Anyway, you mentioned helping us find those aliens?
Yes, totally. Look out that window.
What?
Yeah, they're around here like all the time. There's probably one of them out there now.
Great.
So hope you all enjoyed that latest battle report for Fallout Wasteland Warfare Survivors vs Ghouls. Not sure if I'm going to have a battle report, some crafting, or what's going to be up next week, but guess we'll both find out then. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!